Okay, let's get one thing out of the way right now. Exercise is good for you, no question about that. But there is a question, a serious question that's raised by a new study featured in the current issue of Time magazine, all about whether exercise is an efficient way to control your weight. This is something that is going to shake up a whole lot of workout addicts. And here to talk about exercise weight control is Dr. Jorge Rodriguez in Los Angeles for us tonight. Here in New York, fitness trainer Kathy Kaler, along with John Cloud of Time magazine, who wrote this very depressing piece, John. I'm going to start with you. Tell me why the entire morning that I spent doing my workout is not going to help me lose the baby weight.
Well, it's not that it's not necessarily going to help you lose weight, but there is a misperception that exercise plays a bigger role in weight loss than it really does. What exercise does for people makes them, everything you said at the top, makes people feel good, good for their heart health. People should definitely exercise. But exercise has a secondary quality of tending to make us hungry. We tend to eat more on days when we exercise, partly either because we're physiologically hungrier or because we want to reward ourselves. And people tend to underestimate the number of calories that they take in as a reward after they exercise. And so when you look at people exercising over a 6-month period or even a 12, 16, 18-month period.
Did.
Exactly. They compare these people, 464 women in this study who exercised for 6 months with a personal trainer 3 to 4 times a week. At the end of that period, these women had lost no more weight than women in a control group, and all those women did was fill out a monthly form detailing, their medical histories and detailing their diets, so that it made them think about what they were eating. So those women lost a little bit of weight, but the exercise group lost no more weight than those people did.
So, Kathy, you read John's article, and then you immediately write a letter to the magazine, and you're like, wait a minute! Stop! So explain, what are your concerns?
I think I am in agreement completely with the fact that exercise is incredibly important for our lifestyle and to maintain health. What we need to understand is it's not only exercise. We have to have proper nutrition that goes together. It's hand in hand. You can't have one without the other.
Right.
And with just exercise alone, we can't reward ourselves with a high-fattening slice of pizza or something else that's going to counteract what we just did in the gym, or be lured in by some of the marketing that takes place in this country with healthy drinks that are loaded with calories or bars. We really need to pay attention to the education and teach ourselves what is the right thing to do to get us to that ultimate goal of our ideal body weight.
And John, do you worry when you look at the cover of Time magazine, sort of the message it sends to people, which is like, what am I wasting my time for? Why don't I just jot notes down about what I'm eating if I'm going to lose as much weight that way?
Very careful. Even on the cover we say, of course it's good for you. We try to be very careful in the story, but there is this misperception, and I think people have a tendency, and I've been this way myself, people have a tendency to over-exercise, and there's a certain extent to which people just get so hungry and they tend to pack on the calories. People also, there's a great misperception about, people always say, oh, exercise is going to raise my metabolism and I'm going to add all this muscle, and muscle burns calories so much more efficiently than fat.
That's what I
And it does.
It does, yeah.
A pound of muscle is going to burn about 6 calories per day in a resting body. A pound of fat is going to burn about 2 calories per day in a resting body. So let's say you work out really hard and you convert 10 pounds of fat to muscle, which, by the way, would be a great
means I can eat an extra lifesaver.
40 calories. You buy yourself 40 calories over an entire day. I mean, that's...
But one of the things I just wanted to jump in on is that the switching of fat to muscle doesn't exactly physiologically happen. I mean, we're born with a set number of fat cells, set number of muscle cells, and if you become overweight, obese, those cells enlarge. They can even divide.
Let me go to Dr. Rodriguez here to get the bottom line. You are a doctor. I mean, what do you tell your patients about this?
Well, what I tell my patients, actually, this study has reinforced everything that I've been saying for a while, which is calories count the most. And I'm someone, Campbell, who has always had a problem with weight. And I think my uncle said it all. When I went to Christmas in Miami, which is where we Cubans go, I mean, he hugged me and said, you look great, but you're a little gordito. And then he said that he walks every day 40 minutes, 6 days a week. And what this article also showed is that we have lost that continuity of movement. Sometimes just moving on a daily basis is better than exercise. So we need to incorporate healthy movement, healthy activity into our daily lives. And don't fool yourself, 30 minutes on the Stairmaster is killed by one little packet of French fries. It's double the calories.
Oh,
absolutely.
God.
300 on the Stairmaster, 550 one little thing of French fries.
All right,
so
all
you
right.
have to cut down the calories.
Okay, well, I'm going to end it there because we all agree, which I love. It never happens. Kathy Kaler, John Cloud, really fascinating piece that does have a lot of people buzzing. So congratulations. And Dr. Jorge Rodriguez, thanks for your time as always.
My pleasure.